Everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. As always, if you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to leave that like and subscribe, but also click the join button if you want more exclusive content, such as my Ask Robert's Top 3 and Storm Nation exclusive live stream for members only. So today I want to talk about Invincible. Now, I haven't really did a video on Invincible since it premiered a few weeks ago. And we're on episode 5. Episode 5 just aired. I just got done watching that one. And I'm going to give you my honest thoughts on this. And I want you guys to take this to heart when I say this. Because I'm a massive Invincible fan, right? I own every Invincible comic. This is issue 1 of Invincible. This is a very, very pricey book. This is I own the entire collection. I own them all on trade paperback because I sure as fuck don't read the actual comics. I own them in trade paperback. I own them in the omnibus, the hardcovers. I own them in the compendium. I love Invincible so much. I own the entire story in multiple different formats. The only one I haven't completed yet is digitally, which I need to get on to with that. But my thoughts on the show is I'm not enjoying the show. I'm not really liking it at all, if you want me to be honest with you. A lot of people who don't know anything about Invincible really likes it, but this they cut so much out, and I don't know why. Like, do they not think they're going to get a second season? Are they trying to compete with the edginess of boys? Invincible is not that serious. Invincible is a character, Mark Grayson, who gets these powers because his father is a Viltrumite. So he has the blood of his father. His father's like the Earth's greatest hero. He's like the Superman. And the whole point of the story in the first few issues was this young kid gets superpowers. He's trying to learn how to deal with superpowers. And in the very first story arc, he goes up against a teacher who plants bombs on the students. That kidnaps kids and plants bombs on the students. And a lot of the stories that go on in the early issues are basically making fun of Marvel and DC stories. Like you know how Marvel comics and DC always has the same tropes over and over again? Like death of Superman. Spider-Man gets the black suit. You know, this villain gets out this week every time. You know, and Invincible takes those tropes and makes fun of it while doing something different. There was later on in issue 90-91, a new character becomes Invincible. There is a black Invincible later on where Mark is no longer invincible. This new character comes in and he's the black Invincible, which is a lot that happened with the Miles Morales Spider-Man. You know, we have the death of Superman later on in the story. There's the death of everyone. There's a lot of different stories that go on, but this show I feel is way too dark for what it's supposed to be. Like, I'm not even enjoying it. It's like yes, Invincible has guts and gore and blood and violence, but at the same time there's also heart. The story with Omni-Man that they're doing in the show is just awful. You know, Omni-Man, the father of Mark Grayson, you know, he's a character that is a mentor. He's loving. He cares about the people of, well, maybe not care about the people of Earth, but he's Earth's protector. He cares about his family. He cares about Mark, right? In the show, they're making him just a straight dick. You do not care about anything. So when the turn happens, you don't care because they're portraying this guy as a fucking asshole. Now, in the comic books, yes, he kills the Guardians of the Globe, and then there's this investigation, but you never understand why he did it until a certain point. Right? Meanwhile, he is continuing to fight crime, do all this stuff. But then when this turn happens, when this moment happens, you find out why he did what he did. It is heartbreaking because you love this character. Omni-Man in the cartoon, in the animated series, you do not love this character. This guy is a dick. He's treating his wife like shit. He's treating Mark like shit. He's letting cities get destroyed while he's on vacation. So much is just not what I liked it to be at all. Not only that, they're rushing in. Rex is already doing the whole, or Rex, whoa, whoops, what? Spoiler! But Robot is already, like, starting his plan. You see where he got the blood from Rex. Now he's going to see these guys about the clonings. So, Robot, they're so far along. It's only been 5 episodes, and they're, like, 35 issues into the story already, and there's so much good content that they cut out. Like, they're butchering the Amber story with Eve and Amber and the whole love triangle there. Rexplode, he's an asshole in the comic. They're making him like extremely an asshole in this. At this point, the way it looks like, we're going to get to the Conquest story by the end of this season or this series or however they do it. Conquest is a Viltrumite who comes down to Earth, and he's basically Vegeta, like on steroids. Like, this dude is legit. He is badass. A lot of people are going to die. And if we do not care about these characters when that time comes, we're not gonna... That's the second time that number called me. I don't know why. I'm popular motherfucker. But yeah, I'm just not enjoying the series as much as I would. I'm actually going back and rereading the comic books. I gave Adam, my friend, my roommate, my partner, my Storm Live co-host, I gave him the first 15 issues to read, and he loved it. And then you watch the show, and it's completely different. And I feel like the show is sort of like, not saying they're taking away the filler, but they're really changing some of the characters on how you feel about it. Monster Girl should not even be introduced at this point. The Teen Team should not even be part of the Guardians of the Globe at this point. It's just a lot of different things that I don't know how I feel about what they're doing with these characters, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. I got a lot to say. A lot of my friends don't even watch Invincible, which I would love to do a whole story on. But yeah, I'm not enjoying it, man. I'm not. But I want to do a whole live stream on this at some point, because I got a lot to talk about with Invincible. So be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below, guys. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.